everyone. Even today we are going to solve problem on liquidation of companies. So liquidation of companies is a very simple and easy concept. It is a very prescribed manner we are going to solve the problem. There is no more extra additions in the format. So debit side will be receipt and credit side will be the payments. So even payment side we are going to, that is credit side, we are going to solve the problems in an orderly manner. First we are going to pay to the secured creditor, then liquidation expenses or legal expenses we can call it as. Next we are going to pay to liquidators remunerations. Next debenture holders in case if they have given in the question in the sense. Next we will be paying to the unsecured creditors. In unsecured creditors, first we are going to pay to preferential creditors, remaining to the unsecured creditors, lastly preferential shareholders, finally equity shareholders. This is how we are going to pay. Only these many things are going to be in the format. So the first question of today's video is, yes, the question is, Saravana company went into voluntary liquidation. Its assets realized by 4,20,000 excluding amount realized by the sale of securities held by the secured creditors. So here they have, in question they have mentioned as 4,20,000 as the asset value. Next, excluding security realized, which means we have to include the securities realized value that they have given in the question here. So assets realized is 4,20,000 plus 40,000 we have to mention in debit side. Next, share capital information, 1,000 shares of 100 each. Secured creditors value is 35,000. Preferential creditors 6,000. Unsecured creditors is 1,40,000. Debentures they have given having a floating charges on assets is 2,50,000. Liquidators expenses 5,000. Liquidators remuneration, yes, they have mentioned here fixed remuneration. So 7,500 is fixed by the government. 7,000 pay, 5,000 compulsorily we are going to pay. But 2% on amount paid to unsecured creditors including preferential creditors. So what we are going to do now, so on these two values we are going to pay liquidators remuneration. How much percentage we are going to pay? We are going to pay at 2%. This is regarding the question. See, you have to be very clear. So how we are going to calculate remuneration? We are going to calculate remuneration on unsecured creditors value. Unsecured creditors is 1,40,000, but compare here assets realized by 4,20,000, but the value of unsecured creditors is only 1,40,000. So in this question probably we can directly pay 2% commission. Let's see, while solving problem we'll get to know clearly. Okay, hope you all understand the problem, understand the question. If you are very clear with questions, we don't commit any mistakes in the problem solving method. Okay, the format is, here we have the format. So first we are going to start with debit side, that is receipt. So in receipt side, how much we are going to write the asset realized value? The asset realized 4,20,000. Next we have securities realized. Securities realized by how much? 40,000. So how much total we are having? We are having the total value of 4,60,000. Next we'll start with credit side one by one. First one, we are going to pay to secured creditors. Always start with secured creditors, students. So secured creditors value in question they have mentioned 35,000. Yes. So asset realized is 40,000. On this asset realized value, creditors have paid us 35,000 as a liability. Okay. Next we are going to start with liquidation expenses 5,000. In question only they have given. Next, liquidators remuneration. So we have two types. In question they have given. First one has fixed remuneration. So fixed remuneration valued at 7,500, isn't it? Yes. So you have to, if you want to cross verify, see fixed remuneration 7,500. Next we have to pay 2% on unsecured creditors. So how much value we have? First one, preferential creditors we are having. So preference creditors valued at 6,000. 6,000 into 2% will be getting 120 rupees. Next we are going to pay to the unsecured creditors. See, unsecured creditors value, before solving directly, the value of unsecured creditors is 1,40,000. This 1,40,000 should be compared with the asset realized. Why? Because if we have any shortage means, that time we are going to calculate in such a way. How we are going to calculate? Amount available into percent divided by 100 plus percent, isn't it? This is how we are going to calculate when the amount is in shortage. Now we are having excess amount, isn't it? Please verify. See, in the table the total side of the debit side is 4,60,000, whereas credit side we have just 47,500 we have valued till yet, isn't it? So I can pay unsecured creditors fully. That's why directly I am going to calculate 1,40,000 into 2%. Will be getting 2,800 as the value. Suppose in question, if secured creditors is being assumed as, it's just an example, students, listen carefully. So if instead of 35,000, if it is valued at 3,50,000 means the entire concept will be reversed. How we are going to calculate during that time? So I used to calculate how. So I'm going to add all the receipt side. Next I'm going to minus all the payment. In that payment I'm going to deduct this 3,50,000 minus preferential creditors. So by checking that, I might be getting total 50,000 as the amount available to the secured creditors. In this value we are going to calculate how. So 50,000 into 2 by 102. This is how I used to calculate. But in this question they have clearly mentioned, there we can see what we can identify, that the asset realized value is very more. So no need to think about this formula. This one we don't need in this question, so I'll just erase it. So clear the concept of, you should be very clear with the concept. If you are not clear, you will be having a number of doubts. Okay. So this is how we are going to calculate. Next we are having, after I have paid to secured creditors, liquidation expenses we have recorded, liquidators remuneration is also calculated. Next we are going to pay to debenture holders. Debenture holders valued at 2,50,000. Next we have preferential creditors. Preferential creditors 6,000. Finally unsecured creditors. See, now also you have to calculate whether I can pay full or not. Now you will get to know the concept, guys. So total we are having here 4,60,000, isn't it? Here the value is 4,60,000. So this 4,60,000 will be minus. So payments will be minus 35,000, minus 50,000, minus 7,500, 2,800, 2,50,000. I'm having more than like 4 lakh. If you minus 4,60,000 with these things, I can pay the unsecured creditors full value. So 1,40,000 is the value of unsecured creditors. I'm paying him fully. So cross verify 4,60,000. So I just have mentioned both debit and credit side. I have written as 4,60,000. So sometimes you will be having excess amount even after paying to the all creditors. This excess will be paid to who? Yes, we are going to pay to the shareholders, that is equity shareholders who have invested money in the company. So the balancing figure amount is 13,580. So we are going to consider this as amount available to shareholders. So how I calculate amount available to equity shareholders? I'll just write it here. Total receipt is 4,60,000, isn't it? Total debit side. I'm going to deduct it with total payment. All these payments are being deducted. So 35,000 plus 5,000, if you till unsecured creditors, if you calculate, means we'll be getting 4,46,420 as the value. If you minus this with 4,60,000, we'll be getting 13,580. This is how amount available to equity shareholders are being calculated. So this amount will be distributed among the investors. Okay, this is how we are going to solve the problem. Very simple and easy concept. If debit side is excess, means there is no problem while calculating remuneration. In case of shortage, we have to use the formula. Okay, hope you all understand the problem. I think it is very simple, but you need to practice well, otherwise it will be very difficult. Okay.